Okay, we live. I think we're back live on the Dawg Day. Sorry about that, peeps. You know, it's always, we do have a good camera angle.
Yeah.
Impromptu, and sometimes we can't control what happens.
That's right.
So this was Mother Nature from an animal. So, you know, we'll just leave it at that. A dog, though. How about that? A dog. It wasn't a freaking cat.
That's right.
That's good freaking news. Right on?
That's right.
Welcome in, Grego Dog.
Yeah,
we missed him last week.
Yeah, man, I had a great time in
Birthday
Savannah.
down there on Savannah? That's awesome.
Savannah. Went to this place called DBurgers.
Well, that's where the koozie was from, I saw.
Yeah.
Okay.
And but man, it was cool. They had it's fairly new, but it's on Ellis Square, I believe. And then they had a big outside, seating, and then the bar outside too with a, canopy over that. But then when it got dark, a little bit darker.
Like at the end of the game?
Yeah, at the end of the game, they had a big stucco wall. I guess their neighbor, right there, and then they, put the screen on that. So it was, great bartender down there, Danny. If you're down there in Savannah, go to the B&D Burgers, and then also we went right across the square there to Sorry Charlie's Oyster House. Okay. And that was great too.
Cool.
So I enjoyed it.
And this was pretty close to where y'all were staying?
No, we stayed in Midtown.
Okay.
So we just Ubered down there.
I got you.
And
yeah, that's where I usually stay when I go in. That Savannah Hilton Garden Inn in Midtown?
Yeah,
on
it was close. We didn't
so cheap,
it's crazy.
It's so cheap out there.
Well, last week, I wanted like $200. So.
Well, I don't know what's going on there. Well, Georgia, Florida, for
Yeah.
It's close enough.
But yeah, we stayed.
But obviously, there was a lot of people there watching the game with you.
Yeah, man, it was awesome.
That's cool.
They had a gay pride festival down there in that Ellis Square, so that was packed. So it was interesting, to say the least. But no, I mean,
Yeah.
No, everybody was in a great mood.
That's good. It's festive, man. It's festive.
It was 95% Georgia fans in there, and these two girls were sitting at the bar. They were Florida fans, and
really?
Yeah, but everybody was
just having a good time.
Just having a good time. So
what makes football so great, man?
That's right. So I'm just,
which will hopefully be great here soon.
That's right.
I'm looking at my freaking watch. It's getting close. But again, Auburn's getting waxed, especially when giving away points. Clemson was killing Louisville.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think there's a good early game going. Is my point, people. I just don't. If you
know,
send us a comment.
South Carolina.
Okay.
It's a shootout.
Shootout. Yes, absolutely.
726 yards.
Are you serious?
Combined at half.
Well, we're gonna get it on TV.
What game was that?
Ole Miss and South Carolina.
Yeah, they're playing in Ole Miss.
It's in Ole Miss.
How about the Thursday night game?
Oh, I didn't watch
the defending national champions, as we call them.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding, people.
UCF. Who they play?
They beat.
I mean, yardage and all that, man. It was crazy. It was insane.
Yeah, it was a shootout.
It was a shootout.
They was whatever conference they're in. I can't even think of the team now. Oh, Temple. It was Temple Owls. Temple Owls. How can I forget that? I watched most of it. But they ended up winning by a couple of scores. Prolific offense. Nobody has any defense in that conference.
No.
I mean, I didn't realize how good Houston is. They're in that conference.
Oh, okay.
They're just boat racing people, 60 to 20 or whatever.
Yeah, no defense.
But that's a good point, Eric. And then last night I was watching the Virginia game and kind of gave up on it. I was tired, and they ended up getting beat last night. They were actually the first time they've been ranked in forever, and of course out they go.
Yeah.
And that's what I think is bring up that as a point for Kentucky today. Mm-hmm. My biggest, and I really, if I wasn't a diehard Bulldog, and like a lot of people in this country are doing, they're pulling for Kentucky.
Yeah.
Just for the story, good for football, whatever you want to call it. But my thing that I think is going to really help us today is that they're hearing all this hype all week. I mean, they're just getting, with hype, but they've never been here. They've never been there, man.
I don't know.
Now, even though they're at home, I mean, and I don't know. I'm hoping we'll have at least 10,000 people there in red. I've never been to the stadium. It's supposed to be pretty loud for 67,000 or whatever it holds.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a good game. Yeah, we'll go ahead and touch on what you said. I predicted on the Russell D show Thursday night, 31-17 Dogs, so I'm going to stick with it.
That's what I said.
And that's what Grego said when he came in a while ago. So that's a 2-touchdown win.
Yeah.
But again, like Sparrow says, Spy Dog, who's out in the woods this weekend, 21-20. I don't care as long as it's a W.
Right.
I mean, I want to see Kirby You see him in the locker room last weekend?
Oh yeah,
Freaking Pfizer on upside down. I've watched that video 100 times. I still don't know what they were saying.
What?
It was some kind of chant. Yeah, I didn't understand it, but it was unreal. The emotion, that game brings to the table because it set this week up, and then to watch Kentucky 14-3 the whole freaking game basically. Return a punt all the way for a touchdown.
Yeah.
Then go flying down the field, throwing the ball. That kid's never thrown the ball hardly all year.
Yeah.
They do get, to me, a very beneficial pass interference call in the end zone,
Mm-hmm.
and then they score on the last. I've never, you don't see many walk-off touchdowns, like walk-off home runs.
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that was.
So, and another thing on our side of it, for them to beat Vandy 14-7 and beat Mizzou 15-14 for a combined 29 points. Guess what? When we played those two teams, we scored 84 points.
Right. Yeah.
So I just,
it's Georgia's the better. I mean, the talent's there, and we just got to stay with the run, man. I mean, they got that. Is it a linebacker that's so good? For them?
Actually, it's the defensive end, kind of a hybrid.
Okay. All right.
Josh Allen, one of the best players in the league.
That's what, man. We just got to. I mean, just go straight at him. Put another guy on him.
Yeah.
And just keep pounding away, and we're going to wear them down. It might be a close game through 2.5 quarters, but if we keep doing
just
that,
wear them down.
Wear them down. Let Fromm throw a few to, whoever, Godwin.
And Jake's been
Riley,
been there. He's been in these big games.
Ridley. Yeah.
And did he respond last week or what? He responded big time.
Yeah.
He was throwing the ball like he did last year.
That's what somebody was saying. Yeah. That's what they were doing.
But
Look at this.
We got to stop the run. They're so one-dimensional, and they do have to me the best running back in the conference. Benny Snell, of course.
He is.
If we can stack him, somebody said on the radio a while ago, put 12 in the box. Well, that's illegal. He can only play 11, but I like the idea.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely load the box and try to get him contained. And then I don't think that Terry Wilson dude's going to be able to throw the ball on us. We got a lot better secondary.
No.
Come on, really.
No. Oh, I know.
So,
It's just, our defense is supposed not as good as they are.
no, not statistically, but I think we're coming on. I think we're coming on.
But we
Two
got
injured players come back, the two linemen.
No, and that's what I was touched on the first video, that Desmond Howard was about to pick Georgia for a clean sweep on game day, but last minute Reese goes, David Marshall and Muckle are out, and I already knew that. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Memo to ESPN, get your news quicker.
Yeah.
But yeah, and he changed his mind, so it is what it is. But yeah, we're a little banged up, man, on both sides of the ball. No, but I'm hoping big country Ben Cleveland can play some today.
Yeah.
He's definitely there.
That'd be great.
Kirby, probably won't start, but if he can just get in there for 10, 15 snaps, whatever, man, just knock somebody on their fanny, that would be awesome.
That would be awesome.
But I'm looking for Holyfield and hopefully Swift to just get some holes and just show what they can do.
Mm-hmm.
And then do the play action play. I do want to see Fromm throw the ball.
Yeah.
I mean,
I hope he throws it, at least 20 times.
I hope he's on like he was last week.
Oh yeah, I mean, but everybody agrees if we can pass the ball for about 250, which we did last week, we're gonna be hard to beat.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I looked at stats a while ago. We're so balanced passing and rushing, and we've got them statistically beat pretty bad. But again, that's why you play the game on the field, not on paper.
Right.
So,
Right.
We shall see.
Yeah.
But hey, guys, I guess everybody don't know what's up with everybody, but it's 478. Andy Banks ticker tape. 478-952-0829. Give us a shout. Ask questions. Give your predictions. That'd be cool to have some more predictions, actually. I'm a prediction guy. I love predictions and scores and whatnot. That's what kind of makes it fun right there.
That's right.
But hey, man, I see there's some comments going on there. You can't see them, huh? Yeah. Anyway. All right, man, what else? What else we got? What about tonight? The Monster and Baton Rouge.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Yeah, I saw, it's probably a joke or something like that, but this week that LSU fans are going, Saban's paying off the refs. They're always on the winning end of the penalties, but I mean that.
Did you since you brought it up, did you happen to see the picture that went viral on Facebook? Kids trick or treating. It was a kid dressed as Saban.
Oh yeah.
The referee money. That was I shared it on my way. It was hysterical.
That was pretty good. That was good.
And hey, some people think it's the truth.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
I mean, but Yeah, like I said, Baton Rouge at night is very tough to play down there, but
we found that out in the afternoon.
Alabama's done it before, and yeah, they're going to beat them by, what's the line on that?
It's right at 14. It's 14 or 14 and a half.
Yeah.
On one of the pick'em contests.
They'll beat them by 20.
I went 30. I went the same score on a doubleheader pick.
Yeah.
It's our game, 31-17. So, yeah.
I mean, they'll beat them by at least 20.
We touched on it right before you got here. It's crucial that their best defensive player is out for the first half because of the targeting call against freaking Mississippi State, which was so bogus. Oh, my God. Devin White's probably the best linebacker in the country.
Yeah.
Or definitely one of them.
Yeah.
And he's out for the first half. But I guarantee you what, you put him in the first snap, in the second half, he is going to, I bet his heart rate's going to be 250. Let me just go take two of whatever's hit. But I hope it's a good game. Hopefully we'll be celebrating ours, rolling right into watching that.
Yeah.
And speaking of celebrating, dude, after we won last week, we got a lot of surprise guests coming over.
Who all came over?
Oh, I can't remember everybody. It was the crew that was at Daryl Tomerlin's party.
Oh, okay.
There must have been at least 8 or 9 of them.
Yeah.
Came over and we made a video. That's why I've got this extra chair already back here in case somebody comes in.
Yeah, I didn't see all that.
Yeah, after the game I was like, Dawg, deck's open. Next thing I know, there's a bunch of cars out there. I'm like, cool, come on in. So y'all hear me. I know some of you are watching. So.
Where does Tomlin live?
I'm not quite sure. In North Macon, but I'm not quite sure.
Okay.
So yeah, we could do that as a repeat performance later on, hopefully. For sure. Big T Dawg, you said you were gonna call. I knew Spa was out. I don't know.
How about Wesley or
Cole? They could, I would love them to call.
They just getting up to.
Probably.
Brent sent me a text. He goes, "Be over here at 2." And I said, "Dang, I just woke up at 1:30." Ah, man.
But you did get here pretty quick. That was
yeah. I mean, I took my buddy home from UPS. Went to Cochran last night. At least Tiffany, man. I mean, she rode with me, but those deer.
Oh, I cannot imagine.
I saw
that
a buck.
highway.
I saw a buck. Man, he came up to the road, and I was on the horn, and he just stopped like that and froze.
Deer in the headlights, they say.
Wow, that's and
Eric, you said you about ran over one not long ago.
And last week,
morning,
they'll tear a car. They'll tear a car.
Stepped out. First time I ever had a big buck step out like that.
Yeah.
Dude.
And then 2 weeks ago, taking my buddy out, and a hog. I didn't see it.
Damn.
But he said the hog. He said it was about a 400-pound hog right next to the road. He said, "Craig, that would." It's like hitting a damn pine tree or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Anvil.
Yeah, deers and all those animals, they'll tear a car alive. Man, it's very dangerous.
But yeah,
it's that time of year. I remember coming back from a zillion games in Athens.
Yeah.
And just dodging them. The highway, the winding highway, 83,
Yeah.
whatever you're coming back from. Oh my God.
I was in a caravan, going home, and it was about 5 or 10 cars in front of me, and I see the deer come out, and one of them and first car went like that, and it was like I was in a NASCAR race. They were all like scattering. At least it was, I think 3-lane right there between Madison and Bishop. I think about where it was, but it was wild.
Well, you see what we've come to, guys, on the Dawg Day. We're talking about freaking deers and hogs running into cars.
Yeah.
It's about time to skin some cats.
That's right. I'm ready to.
I mean, that is going to be a great atmosphere. I'm happy for them and all that. But, aren't they a basketball season? The basketball season has started. They're going to start.
I sure hope we'll make history tonight.
Yeah. Ooh, we don't want to be on that end.
On the other end of that.
I guess the anyhow, guys, Big Dawg, I guess if you said you were going to come over today, you must have got your permits fixed up where you could open your restaurant, we can't wait to come down there.
Sorry I missed you on the magazines.
Yeah,
I can't find you.
Well, we'll get him next week. Matter of fact, we'll do it. I'm not sure what the Auburn kickoff time is going to be, but if we play Auburn, them losing today, there's not going to be much interest probably out of CBS, but we may just Uber down there and do something with him next weekend. Have a beer or something.
Yeah.
Well,
Sorry about that, Big Mike.
Yeah, take him some magazines. Whatever.
Yeah, I was Ubering Tuesday night, I think, and driving around, downtown, and look, I stopped in there, and I stopped and got out and looked in there, but it's looking, got all the fixtures and all that
Yeah.
stuff, and it's looking good, Mike.
Oh, he did a live video maybe yesterday and showed the bar stools at the bar area. It's got all that Cherokee brick we were telling us about. Cool looking table. His kitchen's incredible. He was, of course, putting the memorabilia on the walls. It's going to be a cool place.
I tell you, my favorite job I've had, I sold restaurant equipment for 10 years. It was making restaurant supply, and then it became direct south. But just looking in there, man, just gives me chill bumps. You know, seeing, first you get the hood in,
Yep,
and then
the hood, exactly.
And then everything just starts getting in place.
Who's the owner of making?
That's exactly what I was fixing.
Who's the owner when you work?
Bill Sparks.
Everybody
That's Todd's daddy.
Todd Sparks' dad.
Yeah.
over off Broadway.
No,
That's where they.
no, not that one.
No, not that one. Okay.
That was. I
What's
forgot
her
who-
last name? Rutherford? Was it Rutherford or something like that?
Dang, what was that?
It was family owned.
Yeah.
So he sold out.
Anyway,
What it
so another guy, Danny Truelove, came in and they ended up, and then they had a guy come in to bring in some more money from in Gwinnett up in Swanee, and so we opened Gwinnett Restaurant Supply. So it was I had fun, man. Going on all the trade shows and but
I forgot.
I was able to put Jocks and Jills in and the Zaxby's with Eric.
Oh, that's a
Hefner
blast from
and,
Jocks and Jill.
Yeah.
That place should have been unreal. It just,
I know,
it didn't click.
It was too far out.
Yeah, it was way out there. Now everything's out there.
Yeah,
It would be
so
a dang gold mine
perfect
now.
right now.
Yeah.
But
But
yeah,
cool.
that
The place was
was
cool.
my favorite job I've ever had.
And when was
And
that?
Nolke, it did all the Midtown Grill and Downtown Grill and stuff like that. So it was fun.
But going back to Big Dog Seconds, it's cool that Macon's revitalizing itself. You and I've been down there a couple of times. That's good, and Mike's going to live there. He gets to sleep a little longer. Remember, he told us he doesn't have to get up at 2 or 3 anymore.
Yeah,
But I wish him well. Wish you well, Big Dog.
that's right.
I know you do your morning videos. Hope you continue to do them, and love your game face and all that good stuff. But I guess he must be open. I think he told us on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, he's open at like 10 at night.
Let me text.
We'll have wine and beer.
English.
He wasn't gonna get his liquor license till next year. I wouldn't blame you for paying $5,000 to have liquor license for a month. But it's gonna be good, man. He's gonna have. I saw him getting his pork bellies in, and it's just cool. It's cool that me and you went and eat with him. We've eaten with him 3 or 4 times.
What's the name of the burger I like?
Oh, the Dickie Betts.
Get the Dickie Betts burger.
You hear that?
You
hear that, Big Dog?
Delicious.
Yes, sir. We've turned into a Big Dog Seekings commercial. That's okay. Nobody give us a call. We'll just sit out here and talk about whatever. But it is getting crunch time. I am nervous. I feel confident. But we got to play hard, man. They're going to come out with their blue hair on fire and blue Wildcats. Blue fescue. And it is a pretty country up there. I've been up through there many a time. It's going to be perfect football weather. Perfect weather on the deck right now, about 60 degrees. We'll fire that fire pit back up in a little while and hopefully celebrate and have a blast. Winning the East. I want the East, baby. Got to have it again.
This deck stays on the shade just like mine does.
Yes, sir.
It's pretty chilly most of the day.
And we want a chance. Of course, we got to beat Auburn, which I think we will. But we want a chance either at Bama again or LSU. One of the other. One of the other. Let's just do it. I think we can. What's your score prediction, by the way, over there, Zach?
Oh man, I'm not calling it. I ain't calling it. Every time I call, I'm totally wrong.
I got you. We're gonna take a quick break.
Yeah.
And we'll come back for a few minutes, and then we'll sign off. Be back in a minute.
Yeah, I'll text. See if Brad English.
Yeah, he was always.
Hey, you gonna order some
It's still
pizzas?
live, actually.
Are you gonna order some pizzas?
Yeah, we will.
Here.
We were just gonna wait till everybody got here.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
But it's still live. We'll be right back.
All right. And Auburn's going to win this game.
Huh?
Auburn's going to win this game.
They coming back?
Yeah.
Wow. Well. All right, I'm back. Baby Dawg's back. Live and well. Out here on this dog deck. It feels so good. Love it being in the shade, like Eric said. Fire up that fire pit about halftime. And just enjoy the day. Look at there, they are. Good. Well, that's pretty much the end of the game, too. He caught it. Wow.
Wow.
Sorry, peeps, watching the game here at Auburn. Could be a heck of a comeback, but I think we're gonna still lose the bet because Auburn was laying the 5, not getting the 5. It's fixing to be 28-24. Wow. Well, good for them. Good for Russell Deese and all you Auburn War Eagles Tigers out there. Give you a little extra. Of course, there's plenty of time for A&M to come back. Give you a good shot at maybe a decent bowl game. So, anyhow, we're gonna get out of here, man. It's 3:15. Nothing going on with us fools out here bumming around trying to find something to talk about. But we'll be back. You know that. If not halftime, certainly after the game, win or lose. You know, we're gonna be here. I'm signing off, Gregor. You got anything left to say?
Go Dogs!
Well, yeah, I do.
Well, why?
Yeah, I did. I just texted, well, Brad English if he wants to call him. But anyway,
Look at this.
yeah.
Auburn's going.
Another good game. I hope Auburn wins, so that'd be a better game next week.
Well, exactly. I just kind of touched on all that.
But anyway, yeah, another, chance again. I mean, we're getting better and better each year. Last year Kirby's first year was kind of, every coach gets a 1 year,
Right.
reprieve. But yeah, won the SEC last year. We got a chance again to win it today, but today's the first step to do it.
You got to win the East.
You got to win the East, and then
That's why we've got those game cups. I look forward to
then
celebrate.
after tonight we'll see. Maybe LSU can upset Alabama. I doubt it, but
Crazier things about it.
yeah. So then we move on to we got to beat Auburn.
Yep. And then we got UMass and Tech.
And Tech. So we got to win out, of course, and then win the SEC, and we're back in the playoffs
Exactly.
again. So
it's going to either be the Miami or Dallas, Cotton Bowl or Orange Bowl.
yeah. Oh, good. Okay.
And if somehow we got in there, got lucky and got in, if it's in South Beach, you can bet your ass Baby Dawg will be at that game.
That's right. And one other thing, go out and vote.
Yes.
Please, we
God,
gotta
thank
have
you
you
for reminding me.
to keep chopping for Brian Kemp.
Yes.
Please.
We have to have it, guys.
She's brought in that opponent, brought in
Oh,
Oprah
I'm so
and
sick of seeing all this crap.
whoever. Good Lord. She's
Getting people and putting them in cars and making them vote that never
It's
would have
awful.
ever voted.
It's just
it's horrible.
it's detrimental.
So,
if she
and
was
guess what?
elected.
Vote for Brian Kemp, and he's also a dog. He
That's
is
right.
a dog.
He's my fraternity brother.
There you go.
And I
didn't realize that. So,
Yeah,
there you
man.
go,
So
guys.
he's a great
So
guy.
Tuesday, get
Great
your
family
butts
guy.
to the polls. You better
Yeah.
believe I'll be there.
Yeah.
It's a joke.
So,
With that said, it's getting really close. So it's friends. It's time to let the big dog eat. And then yours.
which one?
Go,
Go Dogs! Sick 'em!
Peace out.